Hello, welcome or welcome back. After 1 year, we have come back to Dinosaur Provincial Park and are ready for round 2. We came from the Royal Tyrrell Museum, and this year our goal is to find even more things that would make the Dinosaur tooth look tiny. Will we find any more cool fossils? Stay tuned because this is Dinosaur Provincial Park Season 2. Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back to the dig site, and today is part 2 of the Dinosaur Provincial Park Season 2 series. Yesterday, if you haven't already checked the video out, yesterday we filmed part 1 of this second series, and basically a quick review is I explained where I was for the past week. I did a little showcase of the museum, and we checked on our Dinosaur tooth, which surprisingly was still intact. So if you haven't gone and checked out that video yet, definitely do before watching this one. But today, what we're going to be doing, luckily it didn't rain. It's pretty clear out today, so there's probably a low chance it's going to rain. And so we are going on the Centrosaurus Bonebed hike, which is around 4 hours. And then we're going to be scouting around, looking at our other bones that we found last year to check up if the sediment has dissolved enough that we can see more of the bone, or if the bone can just be identified. So, and we have found, actually on our way here to the meetup spot, we have found quite a few bits and pieces of bone, which is pretty exciting, and we'll probably be checking that out either today or we'll be checking that out tomorrow. Either way, we have a very, very full day ahead of us, so without a further ado, let's just jump right into it. The overall experience of the Centrosaurus Bonebed hike was very cool. We were actually able to find a piece of Tyrannosaur tooth in the ground. Not as good as our Dinosaur tooth, but it was still pretty cool to see as we were hiking to the bonebed. The overall scenery was very awesome to look at, since it's not really the same scenery as the public area that you get to walk and hike around in. Apart from the fact that there was little no-CMs flying everywhere getting in the way and that was following the group, it was kind of annoying, but overall it was pretty good experience. We were also able to find bits and chunks of bone as we were heading closer and closer to the Centrosaurus Bonebed area, and as you can see here, the guide actually reveals the bone bed. Check it out.
Are you ready?
Do it. After the Centrosaurus Bonebed was revealed, we were able to have a look at some of the Centrosaurus's bones, as well as the guy passing around some fossils. So some of those were toe fossils, teeth of both theropods and ceratopsids, and my favorite of all was definitely being able to hold a Centrosaurus horn. After we handed back the fossils that were given to us, we were able to go off and explore onto our own, being able to find lots of fossils, especially big ones that were just sticking out of sandstone, as well as being able to find fragmentary fossils just in bits of ironstone. You could also go to this one area where if you looked out in a certain point, you'd be able to see this incredible view. And after that, we went back. Okay, so we just finished the Centrosaur Bonebed tour 2 hours ago. And so we just had a little bit of lunch, chilled for a bit at camp, and we just came back from the visitor center. So the reason why we were at the visitor center was so that we could see what type of dinosaurs we can find. So we took a couple of pictures of those. I think one of the best things and the best like setups in the visitor center is the Lambeosaurid versus the Dromaeosaurids, which is a pretty cool way that they're all articulated and stuff, with one Dromaeosaurid going for the neck, the other going for the hind leg, I think, and another creeping up behind it. So it's pretty cool. It's a little museum, but still you can learn quite a little bit about it. A bit about the rocks and some of the fossils. But anyway, we've done the tour. That was good. Lots of bugs, but it was still pretty awesome. Did the visitor center, and now for the part you've probably all been waiting for: hiking through all of this and seeing what we can find. So, let's see what we can find. Yesterday, without filming, we stumbled across a lot of these pink markers and blue markers, and we were wondering what those were. But then we realized that these are trails. These things are to indicate where trails have to be made, which is really stupid, in my opinion, because half the fun of doing this is that you're able to just go on your own course. But instead, people have the need to put markers down. And I don't know how you can get lost given the fact that there's a road all around this area. So hopefully it doesn't just destroy this entire area, because it's always nice to climb something or go in your own trail, because that's a lot of fun. So here. Yes, right you are. That's where it was. Yes. One there. One over here. Yeah.
That was a good one.
Right there. Another fossil. I think that was it. Okay, so like I said, we scouted some areas the night before, so we know where a few things are. This is one of the places. We found two somewhat large, well, some big fossil bones, either bones or fragments, probably fragments. And then there's another one here that's pretty, I mean, it was pretty close to the surface because I just picked it up. But this is a pretty nice piece of fossil fragment. Sticky, for sure. So obviously we don't know what type of bone this is or what it belonged to because it's just too fragmentary. Yeah, it's just too broken, so we don't actually know what it could have belonged to. So there's one there, and then there is one here, which is also a bone. I don't know how big it is. It looks almost as if it goes down that way into the rock. And then, so there's another one, and then there's one right also here, which could potentially go down, but we'd have to clear a few things in order to actually see what's there. But overall, if you look around, there's actually quite a bit of ironstone that's falling from uh, the top to the bottom. So I think this would actually be a pretty decent spot to um, prospect. And since the fact that there's already pieces of bone and fragments of bone just scattered everywhere, I think that there could be some teeth or something else in the other ironstone area. So, okay, so I think that's going to be a wrap for today's video. Just to recap everything, we did the tour. We went to the visitor, and by the way, the tour of the Centrosaurus Bonebed was pretty awesome, apart from the bugs, but that's okay. We went to the visitor center to see what dinosaurs are actually here in the park, and we've done a little bit of exploring and trying to find bones, which, now that I think of it, I don't think we were actually really trying that hard to find bones because we were just walking around. So I think instead of like trying to find bones today, we were just scouting. So today we were scouting for bones, and for the next 2 days, we will be trying our hardest to find any types of uh, teeth or bones, fossils. But anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like as well as turning on the subscribe button. Also, while you're down there, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of the other videos. And until next time, part 3 will be coming out soon. So stay tuned.